Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog, and today we are going to talk about 7 things that might surprise you about the holidays in Walt Disney World. Everybody knows that it's really crowded. Everybody knows that, it snows on Main Street and that there's, holiday events and things like that. But these are a few things that maybe didn't come across your consciousness yet about the holidays at Walt Disney World, things you might be surprised by if you're there this year or planning to go sometime for the holidays over there in Orlando. Okay, so first up, believe it or not, the characters often dress up in their holiday finery. So this will often include things like scarves and hats and jackets. But when you see maybe Belle for Christmas, when she's out in Epcot, she's got her gorgeous Christmas dress on. If you remember from the film, that beautiful red velvet dress, which is gorgeous. In Hollywood Studios, you'll see Christmas Chip and Dale, Christmas Goofy, of course, and Pluto are over there in Animal Kingdom. Over at Minnie's Holiday Dine in Hollywood Studios, those characters are all in their dapper best. And speaking of dapper, the Dapper Dans have new outfits for Christmas as well. But depending on where you go around the resorts, you may see Christmas clad characters around the resorts as well. And I didn't even script that. I just made that up. Christmas clad characters. How about that? Good for you, AJ. Oh my goodness. It's the middle of the night when I'm recording this. I can't believe I came up with that alliteration. Anyway, so you'll often see characters that are in their holiday finery or in their cold weather gear during the holidays in Walt Disney World. The next thing you might be surprised by, and this might help you out if you're headed there for the holidays, a lot of guests decorate their hotel room windows and balconies. There's a lot of ways you can decorate. You can, of course, put out wreaths or maybe bring a little garland to put on your balcony. If you're staying over in Fort Wilderness, there's a lot of decorations happening over there, including full-scale inflatables happening over there. A lot of guests will decorate their windows as well and put sort of Christmas or holiday vinyl decals in their windows and things like that. So it's really fun to walk around the resorts during the holidays and see what everybody's done to their room to highlight the holiday season. Next up, many resorts will offer special holiday food items. Now, I know this isn't that surprising, but what we love is when they offer some stuff that's for free or some stuff that you just wouldn't expect. So every once in a while, you'll have kind of a sleeper hit, some of these great holiday food items. And many of these you'll find at the gingerbread displays. So, of course, over at Grand Floridian, inside the giant gingerbread house, you'll find some great gingerbread eats. You'll find gorgeous truffles sometimes, great cookies, and even entire gingerbread houses there. But also at the Grand Floridian outside, they'll be roasting chestnuts, and you'll get those for free. You'll have some roasted chestnuts, or even a couple of other hot cocoa and things like that will be offered for free at some of the resorts. Over at the Contemporary, we had hot chocolate, frozen hot chocolate, and frozen apple cider, which they were selling at their gingerbread display, which last year was a Mary Blair-esque version of Cinderella, and there was Cinderella and her prince and a big gingerbread castle as well. You'll see a lot of decorated cupcakes and specialty seasonal flavors coming out, lots of peppermint, lots of pumpkin, lots of gingerbread. So you might see gingerbread beignets over at Port Orleans French Quarter. You just never know, so definitely explore the resorts and see what they have unique to those specific resorts during the holiday season. This is a question we get a lot here at Disney Food Blog, and that is, hey, where should I eat on Thanksgiving or Christmas? Well, there's different layers to answer this question. First up, most restaurants will have some sort of a holiday-themed meal for you available on Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So most restaurants will have some sort of turkey situation on the menu, a specialty item, or a specialty dessert or something like that that will commemorate the day. But Disney also does specify specific restaurants that are going to be offering a full-on Thanksgiving meal every year. And you can find all of those listed on our blog and also in the DFP guide to the Walt Disney World holidays, which we have fully updated and it's ready for you right now. So you can go and get that at DFP store. It's about 400 pages all about the holidays at Disney World, not just the food, but also all of the events that happen in Walt Disney World, a calendar of events, tons of information and details about everything that happens during November, December, and January in Walt Disney World. All right, something else that a lot of people don't realize, the parks will often close due to capacity on those holidays, the specific holidays, and when it gets really crowded there during Christmas week. And so there's different levels of the park closing. When the parks do start to get close to capacity, Disney will reroute traffic, so you may have to park at a larger parking lot and then be bussed into the park that is getting close to capacity. And then there's several other steps that Disney takes, different phases when it starts to get close to capacity and then finally closes completely for capacity. And those different phases may stop ticket sales for that particular park at that time, only allow in annual pass holders, resort guests, those arriving via Disney transportation, those who have a multi-day ticket. Another phase, they only allow in guests using the last day of their multi-day admission along with annual pass holders. So there's multiple phases. They're all listed in our guide to the DFB holidays if you pick that up. But there's lots of different phases that Disney goes to. And then finally, they completely close the entire park because it's unsafe for people to be in there. This is only for a couple of hours, usually in the afternoon. They'll usually open back up at night. But that's why we tell people when you're there for the holidays, especially if you're there on Christmas, on Thanksgiving, on Christmas Eve, if you're in the park, stay in the park. Don't leave because you might not be able to get back in, even if you're an annual pass holder, even if you have a ticket. It's not about your ticket status. It's about how crowded the parks are and the safety of having that many people in a park. But they do close to capacity, so be prepared for that, especially if you're there during Christmas week. Something else that I love that a lot of people don't realize is that there is a golf cart parade and decorated campsites at Fort Wilderness. I mentioned this a little bit earlier in the video, but I love that they have a golf cart parade where everybody decorates their golf cart and everyone goes around and checks out all of those decorated campsites. Like I said, full-on inflatables, you guys. I'm talking like Christmas lights, inflatables, everything. It is so great. So if you are there during the holidays, take a little bit of time outside of the parks, head over to Fort Wilderness, and just take a walk around the campsites. It's really, really fun to see what everybody's done to decorate. And the last thing you need to know about the holidays at Walt Disney World, they start really early. So I know it's not even like we just got done with Halloween, but you guys, Christmas will start in the parks next week. Like, wait, let me look at the calendar. This week? No, they're going to start next week, but you will start to see holiday decorations in the Magic Kingdom pop up in the next few days. It's insane. So Christmas starts really early in the parks, just like Halloween started in August. You are going to see tons of holiday decorations. November 8th is the first Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party this year. November 8th is also when Flurry of Fun begins over in Hollywood Studios with a lot of great food items and Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam and all that cool stuff. The Festival of the Holidays starts in Epcot on November 18th this year, and the Candlelight Processional starts on Thanksgiving this year. So you're going to see, if you're there in November at all, you're going to see tons of holiday stuff happening, and it'll absolutely be out there for you and ready for you to enjoy when you get there anytime in November. So there are 7 really fun things about the holidays in Walt Disney World. Maybe not really fun. The park's closing to capacity is not fun, but it's good to know about. Definitely let us know in the comments what your thoughts are. Do you guys like to go for the holidays? Is it too crowded, too much for you? Have you been for the holidays? Let us know your experiences and your thoughts. Other things that might surprise people about the holidays in Walt Disney World, definitely let us know in the comments. And again, our DFB guide to the Walt Disney World holidays ebook is ready for you. It is all updated and ready to go. We have 400 pages of incredible information, detailed information about tips and tricks and resources and recommendations for the holidays in Walt Disney World. You can head over to DFB store right now, pick it up with code Peppermint for a discount. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks for watching, you guys. We will see you real soon. Oh, I forgot. This is AJ for Disney Food Vlog.